is used to the difference in potential. The potentiometer is used to find the potential difference of the given cell. That is the main use of the potentiometer. And what is the construction of the potentiometer? It consists of a wooden board. This is practically I am explaining. The wooden board which has 10-meter wire which is made up of Constantine or manganium alloy. One terminal you consider as A, another terminal you consider as B. So this wire starts from A and moves here. Then again it comes here. Again it moves here. Again it moves here. So like that, without any joints, the 10-meter wire is bounded. Okay. Without any joint, the 10-meter wire is bounded. One scale is provided here. In the scale, the reading is marked from here 0 to 100, that is in centimeter, meter scale. And again it starts from here 0 to here 100. Both the readings are graduated in the scale. This wire is made up of Constantine or manganium alloy. This wire is tempered by means of copper stick with a binding screw. This is copper stick with a binding screw to make the wire temper. So like that, in all the sides, it is bounded with a binding screw with the help of a copper stick. Now, this diagram is just aligned like this. Here the potential difference is given between A and B. So now you just think that here CD is given in your book, no? That CD is the potentiometer of one meter. They consider this as C and this is D. This CD is the potentiometer of 10-meter length, but the 10-meter length wire is constructed like this. Okay, and it is given to a battery. Here one terminal, this terminal is a C, and here one terminal, here one terminal, and the terminal is a D. Within the C and D, the potentiometer wire is connected. That is the CD. In between that, this entire system is connected. So C to D, the entire system is connected. And here one key is present. And this is battery or cell. Maximum we will give battery. Battery means a group of cells, which have to be battery. And for which cell you have to find the EMF, that is potential difference, that cell is connected here. If here this is positive, means this cell also here positive is connected. And the negative terminal is given to the galvanometer, and this galvanometer is connected to the high resistance. And the end is connected to the jockey. So jockey is like this, like the pen. What I am using the pen, like that jockey. In the center, one copper rod is present. That copper rod is present. And that rod, this is insulator. The surrounding which is insulator. This rod is connected to the wire. That wire is this one. High resistance. High resistance means 10K resistance, 10 kilo ohms. That is 10,000 ohms resistance or 5,000 ohms resistance. So they can say 5K resistance or 10K resistance is connected in the high resistance box. Galvanometer, you know, center 0. If current is flowing in one direction, the galvanometer shows one side deflection. The current is flowing in this direction, galvanometer shows deflection here. This is center 0. Here consider as 10, 5 like that. And if the current is flowing in opposite direction, the galvanometer shows deflection in opposite side. Okay. This is the connection. First, here one scale is attached. That you know the system consists of a scale. The scale graduation is 0 to that side 100, and from there and 0 to 100. Okay. Now you have to find the EMF. Here, this resistivity of the cell, of the wire, the resistivity of the wire is represented as R. This instrument is potentiometer. Potentiometer. Resistivity of the wire, that is manganium or constant in alloy is there. The resistivity is the R. And how can you find the resistance? Resistance is equal to resistivity into length, that is said to be resistance. Here you connected a cell of EMF V. Now, if you keep this jockey in one side, it shows deflection in one side. If you keep the jockey in the next side, after switch on the key, if you keep the jockey in the next terminal, that is, if you keep the jockey here, it shows one side deflection. And if you keep the jockey in the next terminal, it shows another side deflection. So that the circuit is correct. If in both the side, in both the places, if you are keeping the jockey, it shows one side deflection, there must be some fault in the connections. So you have to check the connection. So if both the side deflection is going, so the range is between the C and D. Any one wire, maybe this wire or this wire or this wire, any one wire. The balancing length is between C and D. So within the 10-meter wire, you have to find the balancing length. You have to find the balancing length. You know that E is equal to, that is balancing length. E is equal to IR is, that is V, potential V. E means V. V is equal to IR. This is the formula. Okay. Instead of V, you can write E is equal to I into R. R is what? Resistance. R is resistance. So the resistance R is equal to what I told, resistivity into length is said to be resistance. Now, you have to find the value of EMF. Find the value of the EMF by means of finding the balancing length. First, you keep this wire. It shows one side deflection. Here, this is wire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. 10 connections are there, 10 wires are there. The one wire is segmented as 10. Okay. The first wire is start 0 here and ends in 100. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. This is odd numbers of wire. In this odd numbers of wire, you have to see the value in this case, because here it started. Okay, in this scale you have to see. And even number 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. In this you have to see the value here, because here it started. Here you have to see. Okay, we come to the point. First, you keep the jockey here. It shows one side deflection. Next, you keep the jockey here. It shows opposite side deflection. So the balancing length is between this and this point. So that I keep this wire. It shows one side deflection. Here, one side. Here, one side. And if you are keeping here, the wire shows opposite side deflection. Here, if you are keeping there, it shows one side deflection. If you are keeping here, it shows opposite deflection. So the balancing length is near to this 2 wire alone, very close to these 2 wires. So you just adjust here this side or that side. Just move this side, and gradually the galvanometer pointer moves, and come to the center at a particular point, maybe consider here. If you are keeping here, the galvanometer shows center 0. So what is the number of wires? Fourth number you have to see the bottom scale. So maybe you consider this point as say 10. From here to here, you keep on scale and measure the value 10. Before itself, how many wires are there? 1, 2, 3. Each wire length is 100 centimeters. So 100, this one is 200, this one is 300. So the balancing length from the point C, this is the point C. Because here your positive connections are given, consider this is the starting point. Don't think that, don't take the reading from here. So here this is the positive, so that start from here. So total 100, 200, 300, 310. So 310 is the balancing length here. So L you got. Resistivity of this wire is constant. Resistivity of the wire is constant. So the resistance R is equal to the resistivity R into this length L. You know the value of R. The current flowing here is constant current. You can measure the current also by means of using an ammeter. You are using ammeter, and you also find the value of current. So by using this, you can find the EMF connected here. This is, you know the current value I, and you know the resistance value R. Okay, from that you can find the value of EMF. You see in this R L, instead of R you can write R into L. R is the resistivity, L is the balancing length. See here, I is the current. Current flowing through this is constant. Current flow this wire is constant because there is no junction. And resistivity of the wire is the same wire. 10 meter wire is same wire. So that is also constant. So EMF is directly proportional to the balancing length. So what is meaning of that? If the battery value is increases, for example, if EMF is equal to 1 volt, the balancing length may be to 100 centimeter, just you think. If EMF value is 21.5, they may be 250 like that. And EMF is 2 volt. Here this value is increases. So the EMF is directly proportional to the length. If EMF increases, the balancing length is also increases. Okay. This is the principle of the potentiometer. What is the principle of the potentiometer? The EMF of the cell is directly proportional to the potential difference. Sorry, directly proportional to the balancing length. That is the principle of the potentiometer. Okay. And next, comparison of the EMF of the two cells. There are different cells are there. One is Lagrange cell, Daniell cell, voltaic cell, and dry cell. So many cells are there. So you have to compare the EMF of the any given cell by means of using this potential. So this wire length is, as usual, 10 meter wire is connected. This is battery and this is key. And here, this point you consider as C and D. And here in this end, you connect a cell. Okay. As usual, you connect a cell. And it is given to the galvanometer and it is connected to the high resistance HR and it is connected to the jockey J. This is the EMF cell E. Now you find this value, that is, you just switch on the key. Then this E value is flows through the circuit. This is EMF of the given cell, and this EMF E is proportional to L1. Yes, you consider that length is L1. And now you connect one resistance Just consider a resistance. The resistance R. The resistance R. And here one key is present. If you switch on this key, the resistance also included. Otherwise, only E value is there. Here one resistance is there. That is said to be internal resistance of the cell. You represent the internal resistance of the cell is small r. Okay. So this resistance and this resistance are in series. According to the circuit, these two resistance are in series. So the total resistance R total is equal to R plus R. This is the total resistance. Okay. And the current flowing in the circuit is I is equal to generally V by R. Instead of V, you write E by R total, which is equal to E by R plus R. I is equal to E by R. Then next, V is equal to total voltage. Here EMF after connected the resistance, that is the potential difference V. So V is proportional to L2. V is proportional to L2. After connected this resistance, after include the resistance R, then it becomes V2. The balancing length is changes. That is said to be V2. Could you understand? The balancing length is changes. That is said to be V2. And next, V means what? V is equal to IR formula. V is equal to I into R is the formula. And V is equal to I value is here. This is I value. I value is E by R plus R. This is I value. And R, we include this R. So V is equal to this value. This is proportional to L2. That is, E is proportional to L1, and here that V, okay, instead of V, you can write the same value. Instead of V means that is also E. Is equal to what? Is proportional to L2. So we can write E is proportional to L1, that E is proportional to L2. So the value of L1 by L2 is equal to what? L1 value you say E. And L2 value, instead of this, you can write L2 value is E R by R plus R. This is L2 value. Cancel the E and E. So this became R plus R divided by R. This R goes to numerator, which is equal to, I put R like this, which is equal to, you will divide this R. This becomes 1 plus R by R. 1 plus R by R, which is equal to L1 by L2 is equal to 1 plus R by, 1 plus capital small r by capital R. So R by R is equal to L1 by L2 minus 1. Yes. Then small r is equal to L1 by L2 minus 1 into capital R. Small r is the internal resistance. Small r is the internal resistance. So the internal resistance small r is equal to L1 by L2 minus 1. So you also can write L1 minus L2 by L2 into R. This is the value of internal resistance of the given cell by means of using the potentiometer. Okay.